in front of me is the brand new Nintendo Switch 2 console. And y'all have no idea how long I have been waiting to say that. Oh, and we also have the Pro Controller as well. I'm gonna open up the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller first and foremost. As you can see, it's got a lot of different things on there. This controller in particular looks very nice with the white etching on it. And I am ultimately excited to get this thing opened up, and I'm just gonna tear into it. At least for the Pro Controller. I'm not gonna really care too much about the box there. Oh man, look, oh, I'm diving in. So we get a Type-C cord right here to charge the Pro Controller. And then we get the controller itself. I've been seeing reports about this controller and about how smooth it is. So I'm going to take it out of its package and look at that. Wow, that is a nice looking controller. And oh wow, oh my goodness, that is actually really smooth. And it feels very format. I don't know how to put it, but these buttons, these joysticks right here, the way they slide around, that is incredibly smooth. You got the back pedals here for the R and the left if you want to bind them to anything. And then you have the new shoulder buttons up here as well. And then of course, the Nintendo standard, Switch 2 on there with the game chat button. And I think that looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, with the addition of the headphone jack for wireless play, I mean, technically you can use Bluetooth headphones, but if you wanted to plug headphones in from the couch, you can now. And the Switch 1 Pro controller was just an amazing controller. This just adds more functionality and it feels smooth and it's got that premium Nintendo feel to it. I love that. Love it. But you know what I love more? I love this brand new Nintendo Switch 2 console. So I'm not gonna waste any time. I have been waiting for this for months. I have been waiting to finally open this box. And today we are going to do so. You look around, you get basic etchings of what this console is supposed to be about. The Joy-Con 2 are now being described on the side with the Switch 2 logo. More graphics on the back side of it. And then of course, we have another etching of the Nintendo Switch 2 there as well. I'm gonna cover up the serial number for the moment, but that's just the basic bottom of the box. And now we're going to open this sucker up. I think I'm gonna need to, I think I can remove the tape. Yes, the tape comes off very smoothly. It's very firm tape. And you just pull the bottom off here. And now I can successfully stop trying to hide that. And oh my goodness. Mamma mia, oh my goodness. They just give it to you right in the pack. The Joy-Con 2, both the left and the right Joy-Con. And look at how big that tablet is. Oh my goodness. We're just going to, oh my gosh. Okay. Whew, I gotta calm down, Let's get through the rest of the box real quick before we start putting things together. I'm getting too hyped. This here looks like it's the box and it is the, okay, I see. This is going to be the game for Mario Kart Tour, or Mario Kart World, I should say, which I'm keeping. I'm sorry, I'm not that nice. You get an instruction guide here, little user information pamphlet, which, who reads that, right? HDMI, which I will be using. I think this helps transmit. It's an ultra speed HDMI cable, as you can read there. So that's gonna help with transferring those new 4K image qualities and of course, helping with the 120 hertz that we now have on this beautiful console. And then this is the Joy-Con rail so that you have a better time with using the Nintendo Switch 2 in mouse mode. Now, oh my goodness, we're gonna get down into this here. This is the AC adapter right here. It's a little heavy too. Typical standard Nintendo AC adapter. This here is, I thought this was the charge grip, but I guess I'm wrong. Wow, this is a lot bigger of a Joy-Con grip. It doesn't come with the charge grip. That is a little bit different, but the charge grip would have a Type-C up on the top there, so you could plug in your console and basically use your Nintendo Switch 2 controllers there. But we'll click these in magnetically here in just a second, but that's just the Joy-Con grip. And then this is going to be the Type-C cable that you'll use to power your Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter, so that you can give it power so you can play all of your games. And last, but certainly most not least, and the most part, is the brand new Nintendo Switch 2 dock. And I've got to say, I, for one, am very, very excited for this new design. It's a lot smaller at the top. They kept it small at the top so that you can prevent it from scratching. The internals, if you look in there, some more internals for how the Switch 2 has a docking method. It looks like there's an actual dedicated slot to put it in there. And this new dock has a built-in fan. And I think I can take this back rail off here. We're not gonna jerry rig everything over here. I'm not that type of YouTuber, but you can open this up and there's a fan behind it that helps with the cooling. And if you look right in here, we have USB-C, HDMI, and Ethernet down here at the bottom port. It's a little dark, so you might not be able to see it. Let's put this baby together, man. Oh man. Which will be the two Joy-Con controllers right here, the Joy-Con 1 and 2. They got a little bit of weight to them, but they're actually, no, not at all. The Joy-Con 1 is very light, but again, you got that C button there. Maybe the IR sensor not being in there makes it a little bit lighter, but wow, very light controllers. Joy-Con left and right 2 controllers. This is the tablet. Oh my, mamma mia, look how big that screen is. That screen is huge. Oh my goodness, the tablet is so big. It's so much bigger than I thought. Nintendo Switch 2 right there. And of course, the really adjustable kickstand with the micro SD card slot on the bottom of it and Type-C. Wow. And then of course we could take this. This is my first time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And it's just that simple. And I can't, oh my God, this is so big. This console is gigantic. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry, but what the heck? Like, look at this. This is my Nintendo Switch, albeit with a couple of personal custom add-ons. And this is the Nintendo Switch 2. Like, this thing, you put it on top. This makes the, look at the difference. That is insane. Oh my goodness. You see, the thing about this Nintendo Switch here is I'm not gonna miss it because it's definitely banned. 100%. So I really hope that it's not banned on this one. Let's start this baby up. Oh God, I gotta dock it. Let me dock it. I'm getting, no. Let's turn it over. Oh my goodness, Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, there's music. You hear that? Can you guys hear that? Let me turn that up. Nintendo putting music in their console? Okay, let's dock this console real quick and we'll go through the setup process. Despite the big mess that I'm making right now, it looks like I'm just gonna need to take the Nintendo Switch 2 controllers out of their dock officially because we can't set up our Pro controller yet. And I'm gonna go on ahead and just click these into the handy dandy Nintendo Switch 2 holder. All right, let's set up Nintendo Switch 2. Wow, the Americas, that's where I live. I'll accept the new EULA, which means Nintendo can snipe me from across the planet if I in any way mod the system. I don't even mod my consoles, so I don't know what they're talking about. We're gonna connect this sucker to internet real quick. All right, and we're going. It looks like we're connecting. So they're gonna update the Nintendo Switch and oh, it's gonna passively do it in the background as well. So that's nice. I think we had to wait a little bit in order to do that on the original Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games however you want, wherever you want. You can adjust the stand to get a better viewing angle. Then I could detach the Joy-Cons again, like pressing the little back buttons on the back here. Allows me to basically seamlessly take it out of its control. And then as soon as I want to, I can just stick the Joy-Con back on. You can use some accessories. I already know what the attachments are. It's really just going to be like the red and blue holsters there. And then we can choose a style at any time. And now we're downloading an update. I've never been more excited to download a Nintendo update nonetheless. But while we're waiting, I just want to say, I think that they have drastically improved on the new Nintendo Switch 2 grip. Now, I'm not gonna say that it's more advanced than the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. By no means is this more comfortable than that, but the height and the width of the new Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con is so nice that it fits nice in the hands. Whenever I had the original OG Nintendo Switch 1 console, my biggest concern with the grip specifically was not being able to have enough surface room. And I feel like people with bigger hands are gonna enjoy the new Joy-Con 2 and the grip that comes with it. Looks like the update is starting right now. The system's gonna restart itself, and then we will get it going, I guess. System update has been completed. My Joy-Con 2 are starting to pair themselves back up. I do not want to do a system transfer, especially with that hack Switch 2. I'm a Nintendo Switch 1. I'm not doing that. So we're gonna set up, it looks like, a Nintendo account. This is the moment of truth. This is the moment of truth where I get to decide if Nintendo didn't decide to wipe me off the face of the planet. The truth. Have I been banned? Moment of truth, moment of truth. Have I been banned? Oh my God, I'm not banned. Okay, Nintendo, I promise. I won't hack my Switch ever again. I promise. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Nintendo Daddy. Thank you for letting me back on Nintendo Switch. You have a, okay, I'm not gonna insert that. And I can press the home button. Does it suck that we don't have music idling in the background for this theme yet? It sucks. But there are upgrades here. It looks better. I like how it looks. And I think that it's starting to all come together. It's starting to all add up. And with time, I think Nintendo will do better and add, hold on, let me see if they haven't already. Okay, well, we're still stuck with basic themes. But Nintendo Switch 2 is really magical, and I'm glad that I got to share my full unboxing experience with you guys here. Sorry that there wasn't much gameplay this time around. I really just wanted to get into the joy of opening up this console with you, and I will be updating everybody on this channel about what I think about this console and the game time with this new Mario Kart game and some of the bigger improvements when it comes to the games that have been added to the new library of this system. But overall, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you're out there playing with Nintendo Switch 2, enjoy your system. I hope you had as much fun opening the system up with me as you did with yourself. And yeah, I'll catch y'all later.